Hey guys, Sergeant Mushroom 92 here again. So today I'm going to be looking at the T26E5, but first, let me explain what's been happening. So obviously I've not put a video up in quite a wee while, over a month now, and there's primarily three reasons behind that. Firstly, I've been in a bit of World of Tanks slump lately, and that has made me not want to play the game at all, and I just don't want to force myself, because of course it'll make me resent the game even more. So that's reason number one. Reason number two, I'm at university. I'm studying a degree in aircraft engineering, so as you can imagine, I have quite a bit of studying stuff to do, and I had a report that was due the other day. And thirdly, I got engaged, so that's been taking up quite a lot of my time and attention, and just really been taking a break from a lot of things, except uni. Uni's always there. Anyway, that's where I've been. Here I'm back now. Hopefully I'll be uploading content a bit more regularly again. Anyway, T26E5, Tier 8 Premium American Heavy Tank. I love it. It's amazing. If you can get one and you have the spare cash, get it. It's just fantastic. It's just a massive credit maker. It's really easy to play. It has a great gun, good armor. I love it. I couldn't recommend it high enough. It has a fantastic turret armor comparable to like the T32. Great hull armor as well when you're facing tier 8 and below. And the gun is ridiculous. 230mm of penetration on its standard rounds is fantastic. Good aim time, good dispersion. Yeah, overall it's a great tank. I love it. So yeah, if you see this on sale this coming Christmas, which it probably will be, then I would highly recommend picking it up if you have the extra cash. So anyway, I've got a quick replay, which highlights how you can still be effective in a tier 8 tank in a tier 10 game. It's all about just being the support tank. As fantastic as this tank is, and it can just bully tier 6s and 7s and even some tier 8s, you have to play it like it's a weakly armored light tank. At tier 10, because the armor, except in the turret, to be fair, doesn't really matter. Certain tier 10s will cut right through your turret, so I wouldn't rely on it when fighting against tier 10s. There's a lot to be said about the 357 matchmaking, as I cover in the replay. I think that you just need to bear that in mind, that you need to play the supporting role. It does get frustrating though, and it does get hard to remember that. Anyway, let's crack on with the replay. Okay, so as we can see, I've taken this tank now into a top tier game. But I'm not going to let that get me down. There's a lot said about the 357 matchmaker. And I tried to stay on the positive side. It does get frustrating when you're playing tier 8s, constantly getting into tier 10 battles. But I think it's what you make of it, and you have to remember, although this is a fantastic tank at tier 8 and you can be quite reckless, if you just remember to play a supporting role and not be too greedy, essentially. You have to be very sneaky, even in a heavily armored tank like this. So I'm heading over to the right in the area that was previously known as the Magic Forest. I must say, for the record, that I love our T49 driver's name. Just Blia. I presume it's Bliat. However, there's too many A's to see that finish. So, our scout rushes up. Lorraine 15551, that's a mouthful, gets spotted and he gets taken out. That's what he gets for not moving quick enough. So I'm going to move over into position here and just, I'm really hoping that none of their tier 10 heavies, particularly that Object 705A, comes this way. And so far it hasn't, which is nice. So I'm going to get into position here to use my 10 degrees of gun depression and get hull down and take advantage of my hull armor when I get spotted before I get into position. However, I react, I see that there's an IS-3 in the open, and I get myself hull down on this hill. Oh, I just see in the chat there, it's Bliad, not Bliat. So anyway, I move up, I fall back behind the bush, as we know, to make sure that I stay concealed, and I start putting shot after shot into the normalized front plate of the IS-3. I kind of fluffed that one, but I keep my rate of fire up. Now I believe I'm hitting the lower plate, with the fantastic penetration of this gun. 230 millimeters of standard penetration is easily going to punch through. Now, Bliad decides to, for whatever reason, kind of push me up. It's kind of half my fault, half his fault. And there's that Object 705A that I didn't want to see, but he just cruises on by. So you can see I'm a bit worried about him. I snap a shot into that M46, and looking back on it, I have no idea how that went in. That was just pure luck. I'm a bit worried about that object, but I think he's just going and moving away. So I start to humiliate this M46 driver. Now it's a shame, because the M46 is a good tank, but he just doesn't seem to really know how to fight me? I don't know, either that or he's getting unlucky with his shots. I am quite hull down against him. I go for the tracking shot, but it doesn't matter, he's already lost enough health, so I did track him. Now I turn around and see this Object 705A in the open, and I track him, and he doesn't repair. He must have already used his repair kit. So this is where I humiliate a formidable tier 10 heavy. He has no idea where I am, because he can't see me because of the bushes, and I keep him perma-tracked. And already I'm at 2,400 damage after 3 minutes of the game. Now I assume that one went in. I do get spotted here, which is bad news for me, because the Object 705A decides to take a bit of revenge on me. And he does put a massive shot into me, which sucks. Takes out a track and an engine. But he goes down anyway. So I get my track back up, I repair my engine, and I move up to get shots on this Carnarvon Action 10. Now he's doing a pretty decent job, especially considering he's fighting against an IS-4. The IS-4 was playing pretty conservatively. However, as you can probably see by the minimap, our team is stomping the enemy team, which is nice. The IS-4 grows up here and he starts charging in and using his armor against him and kills him. Oh no, it was the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen that kills him. So my driver's dead, which sucks, but I know the game's about to end, so I don't bother wasting the credits to repair it. Just the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV that's left, and he gets taken out pretty quickly after being spotted. But that's 3,000 damage after just 4 minutes of gameplay, which is ridiculous, and it shows the real power of this tank, even in a tier 10 game. So, for that battle, obviously we won. We walk away with 127,000 credits, almost 128,000 credits, a first-class mastery badge, bruiser medal, shell-proof, fire for effect. It was a great game. As you can see down here, we absolutely humiliated M46 Patton and the Object 705A. Now that's nothing against these guys. I mean, I'm sure they're great players. But it just goes to show that with a little bit of sneakiness and clever thinking, and make this work in a tier 10 game. I came in top on damage and experience, 3,330 damage done, which is even a lot more than their top of their team. As I said, 127, almost 128,000 credits, and it's 111,000 credits profit on a standard account. And that's the thing that I really like about this tank. It's just a money maker, and I like to play that when I'm trying to grind out some credits. It would have been even more if I had a premium account at the time. And what was that? 2,644 experience, 130 free experience. So yeah, it's great for that sort of stuff. And all that within 4 minutes. What's not to like? I mean, yeah, the team obviously helped a lot. They carried quite a bit by steamrolling through the enemy lines. But overall, even in a tier 8 game or tier 9 game, this is fantastic if you play it right. And like I said, when you do get into tier 8 game, it's fun because you can just bully the tier 6s and 7s, which is what owning a premium tank is all about, right? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm really sorry for the lack of content recently. But if you did like this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any feedback or have any questions, anything, let me know in the comments. I obviously read every comment because I get about like 1 or 2 on a video. So not difficult to read through that. And I will respond to you as well. And if you have any sort of discussion, do you love this tank? Do you hate this tank? Do you hate tier 8 premiums in general? I know that's a controversial topic. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to chat about it. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. Also, as always, have a great day.